all have these moments where, like, you think something and nobody else thinks it. And, I think Jimmy Garoppolo has now become the most underrated player in the NFL by a mile. And I'll lay out my argument. Okay, let's lay it out. Let's be totally honest about Jimmy Garoppolo. He has 1 year left on his contract. So if you sign him, you're not invested for years. He's going to make $26 million 1 year, most of it not guaranteed. All right, that's way under market. There are 7 to 8 teams minimum after this year. Forget now. After this year, we think you're going to need a quarterback. We know there's 7 or 8 that need it now, but after this year, Jets may move off their guy. Lions may move off Goff. Wentz may be out of Washington, Tampa, Seattle, Atlanta, Carolina, Saints, Giants. You can talk yourself into 10 teams pretty quickly that in a year from now, I mean, is Detroit going to stay with Goff if he doesn't win? Wentz is going to make some reckless mistakes. Ron Rivera, a defensive coach, will move off that. Didn't we watch him outplay Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau? Yeah, we did. He was 5 for 6. He outplayed Aaron. Colin, he can't stay healthy. So let's attack that narrative. He played 15 of 17 games this year. 15 of 17. Plus 3 playoff games. And in the one he lost to the Rams, he led 17-7 in the third quarter. This he's never available is nonsense. In the Super Bowl year, he played 19 of 19 games. Folks, what you don't want to be at quarterback is incompetent, chaotic, uncoachable. He's incredibly coachable. He's an all-star in the locker room. He was available in 95% of the games last year, and in the Super Bowl year was upright for all of them. And there's no market for him? I've said this before. A lot of good people aren't always available. Your best friend. There's employees who, they've got something, they're not always available. But good to very good, get it in the building for me. Garoppolo's gotten to a point where it's now silly. 1 year, $26 million, not guaranteed. He was in an offense that is geared toward running the football. Here are his stats last year. This is an offense in Kyle Shanahan. They'd prefer to run the football. 6th in the league in completion percentage. 9th in passer rating. 2nd in yards per attempt. 1st in yards per completion. And there's no market for him? What? Well, Colin is health. Okay, he can be rickety. I'll take that over bad, uncoachable, incompetent. You can't be paralyzed because he's gotten beat up. He's available in the 2 biggest years for the Niners. He was available. And this, I would turn the argument on its side and say, when he is available, which is mostly, he wins playoff games. 1 year he got to the Super Bowl, led in the 4th. Last year he played 3 different playoff games. And they had the Rams right where they wanted them. It was their defense that let up big plays. By the way, he's not great. I'm not saying that. I think he had a bad pick in the Rams game, if I recall. He's not great. But, Joe Burrow's really talented. Didn't he have, multiple mistakes throughout the playoffs? All I know is Joe Burrow ends up winning a bunch of games. He doesn't always play great, but he wins a bunch of games. Jimmy Garoppolo wins games. Yeah, I find it fascinating. There's no market for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like I talked about NBA execs. It's a 1 year deal. NFL executives. It's 1 year. It's not all guaranteed. He wins 75% of his starts. Just right over my head. I don't get it.